Really, this team continued a good amount of time, but just having everyone buy into our system and being as transparent as possible, and it's just about them playing together. As you look at the starting lineups, as we just mentioned, for the Lions and for the Privateers, Kitana Tufuli has been huge in some of those key matches that A&M Commerce has had. She had 19 kills in the win over Alabama. She is a big offensive threat on the outside. Privateers will start on serve with Alamo to put it in play here. Here at the Human Performance Center, it's the Privateers in their white uniforms. Alamo wearing the opposite libero jersey with dark blue sleeves. Alamo sends it over. Early service reception. There's Plant to bump set. It's just going to be a free ball sent over. Early opportunity for the Privateers. Can they capitalize with Kitson? They do not, as it's dug out in the back row. Here's a swing from outside the pin, dug out by Mercer, back middle. Here's a set, and that one goes wide of Rajkovska, and a point for A&M Commerce on this roster. So Foley sends it deep over, and Mercer receives it, her back towards the net. Kitson with another swing. That one goes long, no touch, and a point for A&M Commerce. Irene Kitson tried to will serve again. Foley sends it a bit shorter. Mercer gets underneath, and that one goes into the net. Just has to be sent back over, but it cannot. The Privateers just trying to Commerce, though. The beneficiary, they're now ahead 3-0. Deep serve. Mercer, that got up on her, but she stays with it enough. Kitson, just a two-hand push over right to the libero, Smith. Here's a short set, and there's a kill for the Lions, and that is Figueiredo. We're back here at the HBC. Started to say before that timeout that Yasmin that just tried to find their footing in the early stages. Foley sends it deep over. Mercer stays with it. Eciroglu sets outside the pin. Cordero pushes it, but that one is dug out by Plant. Smith dives for it, but it winds up being a point for the Privateers. And a point for the Privateers. And now Eciroglu and Kitson in for Turner and Lee. Eciroglu takes over as the primary setter, and Defne will serve. One of the 9 freshmen new to this team, and of course 12 newcomers in total. Defne has gotten a lot of run as the starting setter, of course, recently as well, out of Ankara, Turkey. She'll send it over. Serve over, Smith receives. And it's going to be set from Connolly, leaning into this one, and there's a kill for Roper. Peyton Roper. The Lions lead by 2, it's 11-9. Jade Smith back to serve. She sends it deep. Cordero receives, and now it's going to be a short set for Gott, and that one is dug out by a sprawling Connolly. Here's Tufuli on the outside. That one, Cordero tried to dig that one, and that could not be kept alive further as it went toward the bottom of the net. Gott tried to get 3. So Smith sends it. Received Williams. Eciroglu for Williams. That one, Connolly digs it out, but it goes backwards. Now Tufuli a swing. That one dug out, good position, Cordero. Here's a swing from Kitson, the lefty, and there's a kill for Irene Kitson. This goes right through the block. A point for the Privateers, and kiss serve. Mercer sends it high and a bit short. Smith receives the pass to Connolly, sets for Roper, and a kill. Eciroglu tried to get herself in position and wound up going a bit as a service sub comes in her place. That is Plant. Sends it over, serve, receive, set up for Gott, and that one is dug out nicely, and then a two-hand push over, short. Kitson there to cover. Eciroglu sets, Cordero with a swing, and there's a kill as Smith. There's too much pace. Smith to try to handle that time. And a point for Karen and the Privateers as they cut it to a 2-point Lion lead here in set number 1. Alamon. Line drive serve. Nice reception by Fetty, and there's a double contact, though. Plant was caught maybe in a little bit of an awkward position. It's 13-12, A&M Commerce. Alamov, Fetty receives. Plant has a lot more time to get underneath this one. She does, sets the middle. That one dug out nicely at Eciroglu. Mercer calls for it. Bump sets it for Cordero, and that one dug out by a sprawling Fetty. Off the block, that one is dug out by Cordero as it's spun backward. Here's Kitson a swing, leaks over, off the block attempt to Allen. And that one Tufuli pushes it. Nice one-handed dig attempt by Mercer, but it could not be kept alive further. Tate ended up being the closest to it. Great effort by Mercer, but too much power again from the Lions offense in that front row. Arkansas will serve. All good. Sends it over to Mercer. And now it's set from Eciroglu. Outside the pin for Cordero. Off the block, touch, sprawling to keep it alive. Smith. 3 balls sent over by Plant. Rachkovska passes to Turner. Sets for Kitson. Off the block, touch. Smith again is there. Nice dig by Smith. And here's Fetty pushing it over, but Mercer there in the back row with good cover. And now a short set for Rachkovska. That one dug out. Here's a swing on the other side, and that one dug out by Alamo in a good position. Here's a swing by Kitson, trying to guide it. There's Allgood with the dig. For the middle, that one is sent down for a kill by come out in front of this one. 15-12, their lead. Sends it on an angle, sends it with pace too, does Figueiredo. Serve received by Mercer. Eciroglu underneath to set this one. That's Cordero, and that's a kill. Karen Cordero Bar sends that one on a line, down the line. It tucks in neatly for a kill. Series history, of course, these two teams newcomers to each other. They just met for the first times last season, and there you see on your screen, for those of you watching at home, all time, New Orleans leads 2-1. They swept the regular season series. Close quarters that time, right by the net. Eciroglu, Kitson in on rotation for Turner and Lee, and it's Defne to serve. Eciroglu sends it over. Serve received by Smith. And now it's set up from Connolly for Tufuli, and there's a kill for Tufuli. Will serve it here. Lions will try to close out this first set right here. Smith sends it over, and that's an ace. And an ace for Jade Smith, and that is how this first set ends to the Lions.